God.
But you trying to in the group? My bad. Can you say that?
Before you said that.
Damn.
Literally
I just came over with it.
Just know that I'm gonna need another group.
Ah.
Sorry, move a little bit to the out. Mark is right there. Sorry, you move a little bit. John, you move a little bit more. And Lucas also, don't move that remote. Lucas also, every so often you have to accept the recording on this one.
Yeah, it's like 20 minutes, right? It's 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Did we talk to Rose? Nah.
All of it.
Yeah, keep up.
Yeah, we'll talk about this one.
17 for 58.
Who?
Terry Hill.
That may have a good rushing look if you see a touchdown.
Your camera's not on.
You want it on?
Is it on?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, are you looking at anything?
Yes.
You see that shit, John?
Nah.
That was good fumble.
Oh, yeah. I seen that.
Bro, that was my bet.
Is it plugged in?
Remember
The
that?
HDMI? The HDMI?
Did you what?
He needed him to kick that field goal. Get that
Okay.
thousand.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
plug it in.
I forgot about that, dog.
Yeah, bro. They were about to kick the field goal.
What happened?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
Damn.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Like, dog, they fucked me.
What are you talking about?
I'm sitting there like, he's down. He's down.
I thought he was down.
That's
Press
down.
LB. Press LB.
It was close though.
It was close as shit. It was bang bang.
Yeah, we're ready.
Somebody tell me what you're talking about.
I had $1,000 bet
On
for
what?
fucking the Panthers. The Panthers to cover the spread against the Jets, what they did, and for the
Uh-huh.
Vikings to cover against the Bengals.
Uh-huh.
But they were going to break even with the Bengals, so I was going to get that money back and still win on the Panthers bet.
Mm-hmm.
But Dalvin Cook fumbled in overtime.
No.
They were about to kick the fucking field goal.
No. You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? You know
And the
what's
Bengals won.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Like, it sucked.
Yeah,
And they gave a fucking CJ Uzoma that long ass catch on 4th and inches. Give me a fighting chance.
That motherfucking
I thought that jump was done. I thought it was done. Like, I was like, they're down 21-7. No, they were down 24-7. I was like, they just done. The kicker booted that jump though from like 50 yards out. Sent that up to overtime upside.
See, said the audio was on.
It's all good.
So people here is talking in the back.
I'm talking about a bet.
Mm.
Appreciate you, those years. The shit this week, nigga.
Mhm.
Fantasy football family, welcome to another episode of The Fantasy with SJT. For the new viewers that may not know who we are, I'm John, main man in the middle, Toine, and to my far right, Mr. Sean P. We are The Fantasy with SJT. If you have not yet followed us on IG, please do so at The Fantasy with SJT and also you can follow us ItsNation on YouTube. Subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so once we go live, you guys get that alert right to your phone. Interesting week 1, y'all, and we're going to get into that. We're going to start off with our matchups that we had personally in our league. So we're going to let Tweez start off with his matchup first.
All right, man. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so I had a tough matchup in my league this week. Played my man CH this week. It was a good one. It was actually like one of the more entertaining matchups. I had to wait over till fourth quarter Monday night for this to be decided. It was a painful loss for what you're about to see here. As you guys can see, I lost by 1 point. I know. And I see the comments. I see Steven. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I was thinking that Devin Singletary was going to score me a touchdown.
I told him start Kareem, Steven. I told him start Kareem.
I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun there. The flex. I had Kareem in all week. I had him in all week, 10 minutes up until game time. So it kind of hit me hard. These definitely overthought it. But these type of L's don't sit well when you got to wait a week to get back into it. So it's one thing to just, you just gotta live. You live and you learn. And start the better player. If you're out there, always remember to start the better player in your matchups. But
I was with you on Singletary too. I
mean, you had to be like
he's an underachiever, man.
It's a high power, but it's a high power offense. He doesn't have to worry about nobody else taking the carries from him. I just thought he was gonna get in his zone. He got stopped at like the 5-1 play, but Kareem got in.
He wasn't terrible though. He
wasn't
right.
terrible.
I think he had 72 rushing yards.
Yeah, he had
72 rushing yards. He wasn't terrible.
So he had a solid game, but it just wasn't enough. There are some players I wanted to highlight from my matchup though. I want to start with DeAndre Swift. I thought DeAndre, he did his thing, man. He did his thing. Even though they were down a lot as expected from the Lions, they're going to be down a lot in games. They're going to be down a ton. So DeAndre Swift being a pass catching back, he racked it up on like a 50-yard screen, like a 50-plus yard screen pass to the house. As you guys are watching here, about 47 yards. Gave his man a move out there in the open field, scored the TD. So, I mean, he's out there. He's finishing plays. He looks good out there. He looks healthy. Everybody was worried about his game condition going in, but this guy is going to have a great season. I feel like he's going to finish as a top 15 back for sure. I mean, he's the go-to guy there. You guys worry about Jamal Williams, but at the end of the day, I feel like as the season goes on, he's going to definitely continue to get those carries. That's much deserved there. And he plays weaker defenses. As he plays weaker defenses, he's going to be the bell cow there. Another guy I wanted to highlight in the matchup was none other than Travis Kelsey. I was nervous. Everybody out there, I was nervous about picking Kelsey in the first round. It was to pick a tight end. It's not a sexy pick there, but it's Kelsey. So why not? It's guaranteed. It's a sure thing. I'm saying you're gonna hear me say sure thing a lot on the show. So I mean, when Kelsey's out there, I just feel like I have nothing to worry about. Like, look at it. Like he's just there. Okay, there it is. All right. Kelsey again. Like it's just every single time, and he does it all the way down the field. Like he's gonna get you those. I feel like he averages like 12 to 13 yards a catch. He's just bang, 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 bang. That's like 1.5 every time. Every time he touches the ball, it's like 1.5. But I did want to give another shout out to my man CH. Like Hawkinson went off, man. He just. I said the passing game was going to go through Hawkinson. Hawkinson made it a game out there and a good move also with Marquise Brown. So credit is given when credit is due. A shout out to my opponent always, but trust and believe squad's coming back strong next week. So yeah, just be aware. It's not gonna be no more foolish mistakes like last week. So I'm still there with y'all neck and neck. Well, I'm gonna let my man.
I mean, last year-
It's only week one.
Yeah,
man.
it's only week one. Last year
Still,
it was
man.
last year was the same thing. Like me and Sean won and you lost, and then you ended up making the playoffs and I didn't make it. Like I'm not even sold on week one like that. Like it's still a long season, man. Like you gotta keep like it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Speak for yourself. You know, I'm gonna make the playoffs, 100%. Let y'all know now.
I'm gonna
You
make
gonna
it too.
come
What
back?
you mean? I'm gonna make it too.
Like,
Last year was
Sean's
last
in the
year.
championship again.
All right.
He's like, nah, I
That
ain't
was
gonna be
good.
cocky, but yeah, that's just how I feel. You gotta speak it into existence. If you don't speak it into existence, it's not gonna happen.
No,
So I'm going to the shit right now. I'm letting y'all
I
know.
did outscore everybody, but Sean and CH, Steven. That's the thing. Like, if I would have played anybody but Sean and CH, I win.
Yeah,
But-
that's just bad
Yeah,
luck,
it's
man.
a good
Bad
matchup.
match-
It
Good
be like
matchup,
that
bad
sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It
You
be
make
like
those
that.
decisions. So
Fantasy
I was gonna
football,
move on.
man.
I was gonna move on
That's-
from it. I'm back.
All right.
We back for sure.
I guess I can go ahead and go. I'll go with my matchup next. It was a tough one, y'all. It came down to the very end on Monday night. That Raiders game. My heart was beating that whole game heavy, yo. Like shit
That
was
was a
crazy.
thriller. That was a
It
thriller.
was a
That was
thriller.
crazy.
Like it was a thriller.
That was crazy.
But we'll
both
start
of
off.
us.
it was crazy for both of
It
y'all.
was wild.
And Steven
Yeah.
and Trevor. Like everybody was like up for that
everybody-
game.
Yeah.
Those Monday night games, I hate going down to the wire like that. I like my games to be done with on Sunday. So really, like them late night games, if my team ain't playing on Monday night, I'm not really pressed to watch it if it's unless it's fantasy relevant. Like you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that was a tough one. But I'm gonna start off with Tyler Lockett as my highlight player, man. Tyler Lockett, he's just great. I mean, as far as the target share, his targets could be up there a little bit more. I wish he would be targeting more. He had 5 targets in this game, but he caught 4 of those and went for 100. So I'm happy. 2 TDs. That long one, like you guys are seeing right now on your screen, you know, Tyler Lockett's going to do that, you know, but we know that Tyler has those big games. So my thing is just consistency. If he could just be consistent with his numbers, I mean, he's going to be
That
special
route.
this year. Great route.
Yeah, man.
That's my
a
guy.
route
You
right
know what I'm
there.
saying? Like I've had him on my team 2 years ago, and I got to the chip with him 2 years ago. So I'm trying to bring that luck back. You know what I'm saying? So
Tyler Lucky, huh?
yeah. So I'm rolling with my guy. You know, this man got him in the 5th round in our draft, which is ridiculous. Like I can't believe I got him in the 5th. Like he's a solid number 2, probably one of the best number 2 wide receivers in the league. So yes, great pickup, great game. Hopefully he can keep doing that moving forward. Next guy, Mr. Cooper Kupp, man. Cooper Kupp, that Sunday night game, I was down. By like, I want to say probably like 11, something like that. It was 96 to 80 something. And I needed a big game. From for Cooper Kupp. I needed him to get me forward to have a lead so I can, you know, have a little bit of pressure taken off of me. But he performed. You know, I wish I would have got that TD at the end. But went for seven receptions, let's say 108, something like that for a touch. You know, I can't complain, man. Gave me 20 something points. Helped me, carried me to victory for this week, and put me ahead and helped me stay ahead to win my matchup. So Cooper Kupp is definitely gonna be he's an underrated guy, man. Underrated
He was
guy.
fucking wide open.
There's a miscommunication back there now, man.
Yeah,
You got out of there.
Somebody didn't do their
But
job.
Cooper Kupp does that.
Miscommunication,
Cooper
yeah.
Kupp does that. Like he's a
Yeah.
projected wide receiver too.
And I feel like this is
Ran
gonna be
past
his
the
this is
tech,
gonna
does
be
look
his
really good.
his best year. I mean, in 2018 he had a great season. This year I think he's gonna top that, man, with Matthew Stafford there, them guys. I mean, they really don't have a true number 1 there, but he's gonna get a lot of opportunities, man. And and what I went for this year in the draft was value, you know, in the 3rd round where he was at. I felt like that was a value pick. I did take him over Thielen. I feel like he will finish better than Thielen this year. I feel like he
Is that
will.
a joke?
Yeah, he will finish with better numbers than Thielen.
Who?
Man. Cooper Kupp.
Let's make the bet right now.
Yeah,
How much
we
we
can
bet?
make that. We can make that.
$10?
Yeah, we can
All
make
right.
that bet.
That's
We can
all
make
right.
that bet for sure. Like,
No way.
That's why I picked him over Thielen. I mean, because
That was a bad, like you said, it was a bad, what did you say last week?
Bold
A
prediction.
bad
Bold,
bold-
that was a bad pick.
Nah.
Come on, man.
Cooper Kupp is going to be the guy, man. I like what they got going over there with the Rams. Anybody, Tyler Higbee as well. You know, the other underrated dude, Van Jefferson, man, Von Jefferson. I mean, he looked good out there. I mean,
You don't want him. He's a one hit. I mean, players like
he's
that.
he's gonna be involved, but not like. I mean, no. I mean, I'm not saying
He's playing with
reform,
Cooper Cup
no.
and Robert Woods. He's
Yeah,
not
but
gonna, he's
Robert
not going to
Woods-
see a lot of targets.
There's gonna
in
be
that
a lot to
offense.
go around.
He's more involved than Deshaun Jackson out there.
I mean, what?
He was involved.
Well, you starting that guy? I mean,
In a deep league.
A deep league.
I'm going deep.
Oh.
like, yeah, you start. Someone out there had him in their roster. It came up big on that first play. Like someone came up big, but I just.
but what else did he do after that? He did something else.
That's all he had to do.
That's all he had to do.
I mean,
man.
but come on.
Overall,
That's one play.
I'm just saying the Rams. They're going to be a great fantasy. They're going to put up points.
Yeah, Stafford opens up that playbook a lot.
Yeah, but enough with my matchup, man. We're gonna get into our players of the week and our bust.
Damn, you about to skip my
Deshaun?
dick.
My
You about to skip me?
the champ, the former champ.
And the number one guy in the league. Hey,
Oh.
leg slapper. The number one guy in the league, man. We coming back. Had to come back like we left. We came back like we left.
You already know we
You
gonna
see what the champ do, man. The highest scorer in the league. Everybody like, I don't know about your team. I don't do. Come out, scored out most points in the league on week 1, But a player I want to highlight, my man Jaylen Hurts. Played a great game. I mean, I know they were playing Atlanta. He has a big matchup this week against San Francisco, but the guy looked good. He was rushing the ball. He was efficient throwing the football. He got his new target, Devontae Smith. They look like they're in sync. So I'm happy going forward with Jaylen Hurts. I was scared at first. I'm not even going to lie. I wasn't confident in Jaylen Hurts. I wanted Ryan Tannehill or Tom Brady in that round, but it didn't happen. He got picked. But you see what Jaylen Hurts is doing. Like, he's moving, he's grooving, he's ready to roll. Good catch, got it.
I was going to say, it is Atlanta.
Good catch, got it.
I am, yeah.
Are you going to sit? No, I'm not sitting him. He's a starter.
You got to do it again.
He's starting.
Yeah, I gotta see it
You got to
again.
do it again.
I mean,
It's Atlanta,
I need to
right?
see it again too. But
Yeah.
the way he was dropping back, he looked comfortable. He looked like a quarterback in the NFL. So
True.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, great presence in the pocket, man.
You know what
the
I
way
mean?
He moved around. You know what I'm saying? It
He,
looked good.
he wasn't moving
You know,
around
like
to
when-
run.
yeah,
He
it's
was
kinda
moving
like
around.
when
He's still
Lamar
throwing
threw
the
that
ball.
touchdown to Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like that. It looked like that. It looked like that. It looked just like that. Yeah.
Give good. Oh, go jacket now. I don't know about that series, but he looked good. They look in sync. Devontae's getting open. He's running good routes. Like, he looks good. He looks like an NFL wide receiver. People were hating on him.
Yeah,
He
Devontae
dropped-
Smith.
he dropped in the draft,
surprised
like-
me, though.
Yeah.
He's
So-
running routes like he's at Alabama out there. So.
He did. He looks like
Heisman
he looks
winner.
confident.
He
You know
look
what I
like a
mean?
Heisman winner out
It's
there.
just you can see the confidence in
Yeah.
people. He looks
It's-
confident. Like, even in the
he's supposed
preseason,
to,
he was
man.
looking
Mhm.
good. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I like what I see from them.
Mhm.
Another player I wanted to highlight from this matchup is Adam Thielen. Anybody that knows me and plays fantasy with me knows Adam Thielen's my man. I think I had him in my
Like
on
four
my
of the
team-
last 5 years.
maybe 3 out of the
I
last
think-
4, maybe.
I think 3 of the last 4.
He's
four
been
of
on
the
my
last 5,
team.
something like that.
So whenever I can get
Yeah, he's
Adam
been there.
Thielen, I'm taking him. And I was surprised he was there in the 4th. I was doing mocks. I never got Adam Thielen one time. Never. He fell to me in the 4th round. I took him. You see what he did to that guy. I don't know. But look at Thee. Ha. Take it to the crib. Look what he did. Huh. You're too small. Like,
It's not even
Who
that, it's the route.
who was
It's the
that?
route.
Who was that? Who was that?
I don't know. But Adam Thielen in the red zone.
But that's what it. That's
Adam Thielen in the red zone is dangerous. Kirk Cousins loves Adam Thielen in the red
Who was
zone.
out
I
there in
didn't-
the secondary?
It doesn't matter. I didn't want to chime in on your bet, but Justin Jefferson is going to get the number 1 guy. He's going to get that bum every week. He's going to get that bum. He's going to eat that bum.
But
Just like
I'm a-
Antonio Brown. Like,
So
he's gonna
Cooper Kupp's
eat that
getting number
bum
1?
every single week.
Cooper Kupp's getting number 1.
I mean,
Yes.
sometimes, yeah, he might.
Robert Woods is in the
Robert
like,
Woods. Robert Woods. I mean,
I don't-
They move
but-
him around so much. It's different. So
Yeah,
they those too many people. They're going to throw to those 2 people.
Exactly.
The number 1 person is going to be in front of Justin Jefferson. And Adam Thielen's going to have a fucking field day with me out there fucking trying to cover him.
Adam
Like, I
Thielen.
mean,
oh my goodness.
it's
crazy.
upside.
When I drafted Adam
cornerback two
Thielen,
out there. Come on,
like
man.
I got a lot of flack from a lot of people. Trevor was like, "I'm surprised you picked Adam Thielen." Like, I'm not high on him this year. Nick said the same thing, but I'm always high on Thielen. He does nothing but produce touchdowns. Like in the red zone, Kirk Cousins is looking for Adam Thielen. He had 9 receptions, 10 targets, 9 for 10. He's 90% right there. Catching
He
the
looked
catching
good
the
week.
football.
He looked good week.
You know what I mean?
He looked good week 1. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Adam Thielen for
roll.
president. Adam
what
Thielen
happens.
for president. Let's go.
We'll see what happens, man.
Good week 1.
Grab a jersey, nigga.
I'm getting the jersey. No, calm me down. Y'all got to beat me to calm me down. Come on, man.
We play in week 3.
Oh, it's
Beat me to calm me down. I'm
That's
gonna talk my shit.
That's usually me.
I'm gonna talk my shit, but y'all gotta beat me to calm me down. I mean, we've been playing this fantasy shit for a long time, and I've been winning. And I'm gonna talk that much shit. You know, I give y'all a little here and there, but I'm gonna talk my shit. You know, championship or bust. Let's move on. Stay humble, my guy.
Oh man,
Championship or bust.
Like, okay,
Exactly. Stay humble.
Okay, I like it.
All right. Now we're going to get into.
Oh, that ass whooping is
We're
coming.
gonna get into
Yes.
You know that.
Gotta
ass
open
whooping
the
is
can of
coming,
worms.
bro.
You gotta
That
open the can of
ass
worms. You know what I'm
whooping-
saying?
That ass whooping is
Hey.
coming, boy.
Yeah, it's coming now. Week 3 is definitely coming.
Oh,
Week
Oh,
3
no,
is
week
definitely
3.
I'm asleep.
You're snoring, John.
Okay. All right. gonna see.
I know everybody out for me
Pressure,
already, so I
pressure,
might as well
pressure.
talk my shit. Everybody's already out for me.
Pressure, man. It's all good.
Pressure
all
burst
good.
pipes, but you know.
Pressure makes diamonds, huh? Got you.
All right. Now we're going to get into the studs and the bust of the week. Studs and busts. All right. Our stud that we're going to highlight on this.
We're going to Devo, right?
Yeah, Devo Samuel. You going Devo?
Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. I'm over here, you know, in La La Land thinking about my championship. But all right, we're gonna move on to Devo Samuel as one of my players of the week. Devo Samuel had a huge week. Huge. With Brandon Ayuk out, I see it continuing. Even with Darius Slay coming to town, you know, I still think if Ayuk is not out there and Devo is the only guy out there with Kittle, he's going to see a lot of targets. He saw 12 targets in this game, caught 9 for 189 in a tug, took 170 yards. Here it is right here. He looks like the playmaker out there. I don't know, but as long as Brandon Ayuk is not in there, he's not a factor. Devo
Or do the
Samuel-
Lions suck?
I mean, the Lions suck,
The Lions
but
suck.
they got
bro.
Philly this week.
The
Yeah.
Lions suck. I mean, they got
It don't
Philly.
matter,
You said
bro.
they got Philly this week. They just held Calvin Ridley to what,
Bro, but
You know, Philly might be all right.
San Francisco
Derek-
offense is
He gonna
better
see
than
Derek-
Atlanta.
He gonna see Darius Slay. You think Slay not better
But
than every
they-
one of those corners?
Just like
Yeah.
everybody else, they move
Or Jeff
Devo
Okuda.
Samuel around. He doesn't just stay on one side. He's in the slot. He's here.
They
He's
don't move Darius Slay.
He's getting
They don't move Darius
reverses.
Slay.
He's getting this. He's
Do they
getting
move
that.
Darius
They're
Slay?
going to find
you
a
think
way.
He's gonna have as much time to throw as he did against the Lions. He's gonna have against a good Eagles line. You think so?
Yes.
Okay. So you think Fletcher Cox don't got nothing to say about that?
I mean,
You don't think Brandon Graham got nothing to say about that?
no.
You don't think 38-6 got nothing to say about that? Isn't that what the score was when they played Atlanta? They're not going to hold.
So you don't have faith in Devo Samuel this week?
No.
Oh,
What
what?
do you mean? No.
What?
I think Detroit sucks. You start everybody. Watch what Devontae Adams does to them.
Okay,
He might not have 189. He might not catch
Devo had
70
1 for 9 for 189 in the touchdown.
He's not going to
Off
have
12
that.
targets.
He's not going to
Okay.
have that. No. And
No.
they just lost Jeff Okuda.
My thing
for like
is
this season.
the volume is going to be there for Devo Samuel.
That's
Devo,
true.
as long
But
as
look who he's playing.
Brandon Ayuk, who else is out there? Kittle.
Kittle.
What do you
Elijah
mean?
Mitchell?
That's somebody you about to draft. That's somebody you
I'm not
consider
saying
draft.
Kittle's a bum, but I'm saying like
Oh, what else?
Devo Samuel's still going to get targets.
Yeah, but he's not going to have that 9-way. You starting Debo next week
I'm not-
if he's on your team?
Yes, I have him on one league and he started 100%.
Over who, though? Who's the other guys? You starting him over who? Who are you starting him over? Are you starting him over Thee? He's the third wide
Of
receiver.
course, I'm not starting him over.
Okay, cool. Who are you starting him over? Put a wide out tier. Put him there.
I mean, I'm starting him over. He's in my flex. I'm
Over
starting him
Jamar Chase?
I'm starting him over Miles Gaskins and some.
Oh,
some
my
other
God.
people.
Are you starting him over Jamar Chase next week?
Yes. If I have Devo Samuel and Jamar Chase, I'm starting Devo Samuel.
Okay. There we go. That's an argument.
All right. I'm going to go to the next
That's not.
player of the week.
You starting?
We already
He's not
know.
gonna play Detroit every week, bro. Like I'm not
He's playing
understanding.
Philly this week.
So Philly is some slouches out there now.
Yes.
Because you're going off of last year, but you're not going off of week 1, which happened 3 days ago.
Atlanta's garbage.
They have Calvin Ridley. They just limited Calvin Ridley to like 60 yards. He's way better.
Atlanta limited Calvin Ridley. Not Calvin Ridley.
Oh
not,
my
not
God. Who's better,
Philly.
Calvin Ridley or Devo?
Whose offense is better?
Who got limited?
Whose offense is better? Whose offense is better?
God.
San Francisco.
San Francisco's offense is better than
Kyle
Atlanta's.
Shanahan finds ways to get Devo Samuel the ball,
they
bro.
play Detroit,
better than
dog.
whoever
They
is
play
in
Detroit.
Atlanta.
They play Detroit, bro. I'm not saying
Like what the other
I'm not
guys we
saying
talked
there's
about.
nothing
I got to
wrong
see
with Devo.
more. I got to see
I'm
more.
just saying. You what are you expecting from him? Averaging what? 100 a game?
No, I'm not saying that,
80
but he's
a
going to be
game?
solid. Like he's getting the volume in San Francisco. Like
Doubt it.
when Kyle Shanahan was in anywhere,
And
like
Ayuk
he
didn't
knows how to
play.
get his players
And
the
Ayuk
ball.
didn't play.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Ayuk playing. Ayuk
That's
didn't
what I
play.
just said. I said that Brandon Ayuk is still out, then Devo Samuels is a solid play.
So what you think he's gonna be out there for the whole year or something?
Shanahan just said this week he has to prove that he's ready to go. So obviously he's not ready to
Just
go.
one more week, man. And then, even if he played,
He said that
Slay
it's
shut that shit
Wednesday.
down.
It's what
Slay.
so Darius Slay is
Slay's
following
better than
Devo
every-
Samuel everywhere.
Slay, yes, nigga.
Everywhere.
Who else
Other
is he
than
gonna
Slade,
follow?
Eagles DBs.
Who's
are
the
not
second wideout
nothing
on the
to
fucking
brag about.
Niners?
He's following them
without
everywhere.
Without
Thank you. Other than Slade, the Eagles DBs are trash. He's not
And
going to.
Slay's gonna be out there following. So the Slay travel? Yes, nigga. Who you think gonna be traveling with?
All right.
19.
All right.
What do you think?
Tell them to keep up. That's all I'm
Tell
going
him
to
to
say.
keep up.
Keep
Darius
up.
Slay?
Keep up. They're going to find ways to get Devo Samuel
Who's
the ball.
better, Darius Slay or Devo Samuel?
What do you mean who's better?
What do you mean?
You're talking about a
I
corner
asked you
and
a
a
question.
receiver. Like,
Who's better, Jalen Ramsey or Devo Samuel? Corner
Why-
and receiver.
but
Who you
why?
taking?
But why
I
are you
asked you a
like
question.
making that?
Oh, my God.
I mean, Slay
That
isn't
doesn't do
random.
anything.
Understanding.
That's
Slay,
gonna-
like people
The
are
matchup-
sizing Darius Slay like he's just a dog. Like
You're
he just shut everything down.
downgrading Devo Samuel this week
Downgrade
Darius Slay
Devo Samuel for why?
because Darius Slay is guarding him.
All right.
All right.
Why would you
All
not?
Debo, I mean,
It is what it is, bro.
All right, man.
It is
Downgrade-
what it is,
downgrade
bro.
Devo Samuel
It
this
is
week.
what it is.
I can't wait to start the
Exactly.
season because it's
gonna be
definitely
the
a
Kittle-
stardom.
It's going to be the Kittle show this week.
All right.
You got Jeff Okuda out there. He tore his Achilles last week. Like, come on,
All
he's
right,
getting
man.
torched.
We're gonna move on to somebody else player of the week.
All
Devo
right.
Samuel. Y'all heard it here first. He's about to go off again. Not for
Oh.
189, but he's gonna
Well,
have
he's
a
going
good
to put
game.
up like 12 solid. That's like wide receiver 30. Because that's what it is.
And I'll take that, Steven. 680 and maybe a tug.
Maybe a touch.
Like,
That's wide receiver 30. That's those. You see those stats right there? That's DJ Moore stats. And DJ Moore's like wide receiver 32. That's what you want?
did Devo Samuel? I mean, did he score?
No, maybe a touch.
I got Devo Samuel scoring a touchdown.
I don't got it.
Like
I don't have it.
he's scoring a touchdown. Like
we'll see. We will see, y'all.
San Francisco, even if it's not on a catch, he might get a reverse on the 6-yard line and score a touchdown. They find ways to get him the ball.
It's going to
Like-
come down. It's going to come down to game script at the end of the day.
Shanahan
because
is a
They're
wizard.
going to run the ball.
He's a
They're
wizard.
throw it
He's
a
going to
little
find the
bit.
ball
Kittle's
way
gonna-
to get Devo
Kittle's
Samuel
going
the
to get
ball.
his work. Debo, I mean, we didn't see much of him last year due to his injury, so he's back and he looked good week 1. But
Well, yeah, I'ma say that.
We'll
I was
see.
extra high on Devo Samuel too in the beginning of this fantasy stuff. Was I not? Didn't we make a bet?
Yeah, we did.
And the only reason I fell off a little bit from Debo is because Brandon Ayuk name was like ringing bells. He was becoming, but he's not out there. So if he's not out there, Deebo Samuel is going to eat. Point blank, period.
We will see. All right.
Got it.
The next player of the week, I'll take this one. And y'all already know who this is going to be, Mr. Tyreek Hill, man. The numbers is just ridiculous. 11 receptions, 197 receiving yards, 31.6 fantasy points in half PPR league, man. He's just a freak, man. I mean, that's you see what he does. Just and then you got to see the deep one. The deep one was just ridiculous, man. Just the receptions. It's just the targets that he gets. Is there any other wide receiver getting any other targets than Kelsey and Tyreek Hill? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's just a beast, man. I mean, well worth the first round.
Score like every time he touches
Every
the ball.
time he touches the ball, you think he's gonna. It could be him catching the ball on the 2-yard line. He could take it to the house. This
Look
one
at-
right
look
here
at
was
that.
just
You're
ridiculous.
done.
Right here.
You're done.
Mahomes
You're
is
done.
just like,
Yeah.
Tyreek somewhere down there.
You know, give him the peace
Why
sign.
not?
That's Tyreek. You know, he does his thing. I mean, there's no argument here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a Devo Samuel argument. I mean, Tyreek Hill is the guy. He's going to continue to do this week in and week out for you. You know what I'm saying? Barring injury, you know, but Tyreek Hill, definitely a guy, you know, first round, well worth that first round pick. And Rail somehow gets
Stop
him
it,
every year.
CH. He's not a factor.
No, he's not. Cole Harmon's not a factor.
He'll have a game or 2 or 3, but that's
Yeah,
it.
He's not a factor. But I don't know how Rail seems to get Tyreek Hill every year, but
he picks him first.
Yeah,
Like,
first round. Like,
he's picking him first. Like, it's not even a
yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Reek at 3 is not even crazy. Like,
You look at it now.
he's guaranteed.
yeah, guaranteed.
Like, guaranteed.
It's really like it's gonna be there. And
Just like how you took Kelsey.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
It's a sure thing.
it's a short thing. Like,
It's a sure thing.
Mm.
It's gonna happen. It's just when. When is it gonna happen during the game? It's like it's going to happen. Just when. When is the play? Okay, there it is. Okay,
There it
cool.
is.
We're good.
You
Like,
like,
that's probably how Rel looked at the game. He probably was like, all right, it hasn't happened yet. He catching a couple 20-yard. Oh, there it is. Oh, boom, 70. I'm good. Every time he catches the ball, that twitch, like it's just that, like it's crazy.
he's just
man.
so fast.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous,
man.
man.
He's a cheat code. I'm trying to tell you, he's a cheat code.
Cheetah.
He's a cheat code.
Yeah, but
He's
on
too
to the next player of the week. The next player that we had was Amari Cooper. You want to touch on that too?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna touch on Amari Cooper.
Cool.
Amari Cooper is my guy, man. I hate to say it, like I'm not a Dallas fan, but when he went to Dallas, it hurt my soul. But this guy is slept on to the fullest. Like, I don't understand. People keep saying CeeDee Lamb.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't do that.
CeeDee
Lamb. It's a long season.
It's not just you. It's everyone. Everyone keeps saying CeeDee Lamb this, CeeDee Lamb that. Like, this is what this guy does. He doesn't talk. He's not flashy. He doesn't wear nothing.
I
He
respect
doesn't
it.
look what he's wearing. He looks like you create your player and you just go out there. Like, he really does. But he makes it happen. They got Dak on film saying like they can guard this guy by himself. Like, anybody in the league that they line up in front of this man is going to get torched. Like, he eats everyone. He's on tape dogging Jai Alexander, dogging other top corners. I mean, I will say this. Shout out to Stephon Gilmore. He shut him down in New England like 2 years ago. But outside of that, I see with Dak Prescott in there and with CeeDee Lamb even being there, it just stretches the field even more because you got another weapon you got to worry about out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see a lot of one-on-one coverage. Just like my man Steven is saying in the comments, his routes is they're ridiculous. They're crisp. Their timing. Like the timing on it is crazy.
It's
you got
ridiculous.
Zeke, you got Zeke back there. You got to worry about Zeke.
Who?
Everything is opened up.
Said Tony Pollard.
Everything is opened up for this man. Like, I mean, Zeke being back there, the Bucks, even though they shut
for
it
sure,
down.
for sure,
I mean,
for sure,
I know you're
100%.
joking, but they got to respect that.
You
Like,
gotta respect
everybody has to respect that.
I ain't gonna lie. I sleep on Amari Cooper every single year. and
Everybody
that-
does, man.
I mean,
because he's not vocal. He's not the guy. He scores touchdowns and he's just like, here.
It's like him and
Dog
Keenan
him back.
Allen remind me of like each other. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like Keenan Allen is so underrated, but all he does is finish like top 10 every year or top
Mhm.
12 every year. You know what
Every
I mean?
year.
But
It's
he's
consistent.
I don't know, but
Every year you're looking up rankings, you're like, who was the number 11 wideout? And you're like, it's Amari Cooper? Like,
exactly.
how? Like, oh, maybe because he had a game where he had 210 yards and no one said anything about it. It's just these guys, man. It's just like, yeah, Bama makes those wideouts that just be built in a factory.
Wide receiver you for sure, 100%.
Factory.
Nobody can
Factory.
like,
Yeah, it's no, yeah.
like
I mean,
they have so many.
LSU produces too, but those guys are just they're different. They're all pros in the league. Like,
Exactly.
they're all pros in the league.
All right. That wraps up our players of the week. Now we're going to head to the bust of the week. And we'll start off. We'll go back to Sean and we'll start with his bust of the week. Who was your bust of the week, Sean P?
My bust of the week is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. I mean, he had 9.4 fantasy points in half PPR, but still, people were out there like on all the fantasy sites I seen. People were like, no, take Derrick Henry over Christian McCaffrey at 1. And then this guy comes out and gets 17 carries for 58 yards, no touchdowns. He did see 4 targets. That's not usual for Derrick Henry. He saw 4 targets, but coming out week 1 when people are dependent on you, I got to give you like you're my bust of the week because some people took you number 1 overall. Somebody in our league took you number 1 overall. So I gotta give you bust of the week. Tennessee looked bad out there, but still, you gotta at least get in the end zone. Like Dalvin Cook didn't look great this week, but he got in the end zone. You know what I mean? You gotta get in the end zone. You gotta do something.
Well, I was loving every second of Derrick Henry's.
Of course. Like you
Going
were
against him,
drafted
I was
at
loving
number
that shit.
1. Like I'm trying to tell you, I follow a lot of fantasy stuff, and people were asking the question, who should I take at 1? CMC, Dalvin Cook, or Derrick Henry? Take Derrick Henry. Take Derrick Henry.
And that's the thing with
Like-
Derrick Henry. Is like
It's a safe
that's the
pick,
one.
though,
Yeah,
man.
it's a
I
safe
mean-
pick, but
It just
okay.
wasn't safe last week.
it was the game.
He's gonna have better weeks,
it was
but
the
I
game
gotta give him the
script,
bust of
though.
the
It
week
was-
just because I know people took him number 1.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, for 1,000%, someone took
Yeah.
him
like
number 1.
you were a bust. You were
I'll
a
put my
bust in
life-
week 1,
put
Derrick
my
Henry.
life on
Like
it, someone took him number 1.
Yeah.
We were there.
It was a game script though too. It was a game.
Nah,
script.
it was
They
bad. It was
Down,
bad.
They was
Yeah,
down,
it
so
was.
they had to throw the ball. So they kind of just steered away from the run. So
Who's the backup there? Okay.
I don't know who the backup is in Tennessee.
Doesn't even
It
matter.
doesn't matter. But Derrick Henry's my bust of the week. I mean, you got to do better. People took you number 1 this week 1. You got to show out. But Tennessee looked bad. I give you that. But still, you got to do something. You got to make something happen, Derrick Henry. Like you got to make something happen.
true shit.
It's very true.
All right, the next bust of the week, I'll take this one, is Mr. Brandon Ayuk. We kind of discussed him briefly. I know we had a little discussion off the cameras about Mr. Brandon Ayuk, but he was a bust. I mean, people started him. We didn't know that he had an issue until game time. Like, I mean,
People
so
depended on him.
people depended on him. I mean, and he wasn't available for his fantasy owner. So that's why I had him as a bust of the week. You know what I mean? Now if this was some news that came out a little bit earlier and we knew like the Saquon situation, it would have been a little different.
Right.
You know, but this one right here, nah. He got to own this one. Bust of the week.
Absolutely no news on him not taking snaps.
You
prior
know who
to
should
the
be the
game.
bust of the week instead of Brandon Ayuk? Kyle Shanahan. Like, what do you mean? Like, people, he wasn't on the field to even produce. He didn't start. Like,
Bruh.
I feel bad for the managers that did start him,
Oh, right.
but still, it's not his fault.
How's that? I understand.
What do you want him to come on his Twitter and say, "Oh, I'm not starting today. I'm not doing." Like, come on, he didn't like. He's mad. I'm sure he was blown. Like, I need to be out there on the field.
But
he wasn't.
I mean,
I'm not understanding.
Ayuk is a star. I
people
can't wait
had
till he
him in
come
the
back.
lineup.
CH. I
People
can't
had
wait
him
till he come back.
People had him in the lineup and he didn't produce.
But I don't feel like
mean,
it's his fault because he didn't
it's-
play.
It may not be his fault, but he's the bust of the week. There's nothing. Zach, that's saying like if Zach Moss, people had Zach Moss in their lineup, it would have been like, yo, why isn't Zach Moss getting any carries? Like, why isn't Brandon Ayuk? They don't need Brandon Ayuk during this game. Why wouldn't they say that before the game? That's the team. So what? I put him in there.
yeah,
It doesn't matter. That's like Alfred Morris. You won off of something like that. We talked about this off camera. You won off of Alfred Morris getting what? No yards? You needed 5 yards?
I think he got like 2 yards.
But yeah, he got like 2
that
yards.
that was crazy.
He's
though. I
bust of
remember
the
that
week.
shit. That was
Why?
crazy.
Because Shanahan didn't say that he was going to
I
get
mean,
carries. Oh, I mean, yeah, he was a bust. He was a bust. He was a bust. He was a bust. You could have went out there.
If
They
he was
didn't
out
put him
there, if he was out there running routes and doing this, then you can call
but he
him
wasn't.
bust.
But he wasn't.
Exactly.
All right. Well. Hey, sorry.
we're gonna agree to disagree on this.
Yeah,
one.
we are. We don't agree to disagree. So,
Alright.
so my bust of the week is none other than Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers.
He's the number one bust.
Aaron Rodgers is the
Yeah.
number one bust.
Number
of the
one bust
week.
of the week for sure.
I even depended on him in one of my leagues and didn't need him. He still went off without Aaron Rodgers. I would have put up like 180. I would have put up like 180 out there. But regardless, Aaron Rodgers put up one fantasy point, people. Uno for that guy. And a lot of people was probably banking on that Saints Packers game to be a high scoring game, a shootout. Instead, it was
a shit show.
It was a shit show. James was out there eating W's. It was crazy. It was like
It's either that or the Saints
it was
defense
wild.
is that good. I don't know. What
I mean, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say the Saints defense is that good. I would say the Saints defense is solid. I would say they're just solid. They've always been solid though. You proved me that. You told me that last year. That the Saints defense is solid. It should not be slept on. But also, Aaron Rodgers is the reigning MVP. He should not. That is somebody that people were depending on. I'm down in my matchup going into these 4:00 games, prime time. I see Aaron Rodgers. He throws 2 picks. He just no touchdowns, no nothing. We could have even put Devontae Adams on this list. It was a shit show out there. We could have put Aaron Jones on this list. We could have put so many people on this list, but so many people were depending upon these players to produce, and they just did not produce. And Aaron Rodgers is at the helm of that. Aaron Rodgers is out there like, it's week 1, relax. Bruh, it's week 1 on my fantasy team.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I'm
and in Vegas, the betting,
bro,
like you
come
lost
on,
a lot
dog.
of people money,
Like,
A-Rod.
It's a lot of money involved and everything. Like the spread was y'all to beat them by 3 or more.
1 point.
Yeah, you had 1 point.
As a quarterback.
Meaning in all reality, you threw for 25 yards in this game. Like, so it looks really bad. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is the bust of the week only because of the expectation that was set upon him. Essentially,
He might have been worse than quarterback 32.
Because
you got like Justin Fields, Trey
scored more than
Lance,
him.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance scored more than him.
Yeah,
Like all these bums like that took snaps at quarterback. They surpassed Aaron Rodgers.
Taysom Hill probably
by
had
taking
more
a
points than
snap.
him.
So, I mean, it looks bad.
Nah,
it looks bad.
real shit.
No,
Probably
for
had
real,
more
dog.
points
Like,
than him though,
like, a lot
right?
of people were counting on
Like-
him. I mean, he's gonna have a huge week this week because he plays Detroit.
Now Detroit about to shut that down. They about to shut down Aaron Jones, everybody. You know what I mean?
Down.
Hell no.
I know, man. I'm playing Aaron.
But
It's about to be bad out there on
Bet it
Monday
down.
night.
It's gonna be
I need to be
shit
up at least like
show.
40.
It's gonna look like a college football game out there. And it's on Monday night. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, your heart will be beating this week, nigga.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
my heart wasn't beating this week. Like,
Yeah, nigga, because Jonathan Boyd, are you out there? Hey, bro. One,
Wait,
set your fucking lineup, and 2,
nah, that wasn't Boyd. That wasn't Boyd.
Nah,
that
I'm
was
talking about
EK.
this week.
Oh yeah, his lineup still not set.
Oh my god! Like, no. You're a lineup away from getting kicked out the fucking league. Son. So, look, bro. I'm just playing.
Nah, that was EK.
But EK, no, wait, no. It wasn't. No, I'm talking about this week, man. Who you playing this week?
I played Nick this week.
You played Nick this week.
I got a tough matchup. But
I did want to shout out Boyd. Just be like, set your fucking lineup, son.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard from me. But
Yeah, that's your man. That's your man. So you need.
Boyd, if
you know when you
out
do that
there-
in fantasy, you go into
You out
hiding.
there.
He's
If
on
you
there
out
rock.
there,
He's
yeah,
on there
yeah.
rock.
You
He
need
put
to
up
get it together,
70
bro.
fucking 9. I needed
What's
you to
that
win.
lineup? For sure.
Didn't even put up a fight. And my man was chilling after like 145. Like, he was like, I'm good. Wasn't he though? He was in the chat like, oh, niggas real. How y'all looking this week? I'm like, oh, I gotta deal with this shit again. Like, over here about to cry before DeAndre Swift. I'm like, dog, is this gonna happen for me? Like, dog. I mean, but long story short, A-Rod, bust of the week. I think that he's the worst player this week.
Oh, worst by far.
Only because 1 point he's
all
not gonna
can
get it
agree
done.
on that. We
1
all
point not
can
gonna get it
agree
done.
on that.
1 point as a quarterback, like that's
Come
bad.
on, bro. Come
That's
on.
bad. You took all the snaps.
All the snaps.
Like,
You touched the ball on every play. Jordan Love was
right.
in there middle of the fourth.
All right, y'all. We gonna end that one. We gonna go into our buy low, sell high. Okay. For those of you who don't know what buy low, sell high is, buy low is pretty much, let's say come off a week, a player doesn't play up to what they usually play. I mean, going into that week, whatever, something happens, they don't do what they need to do. After the game, you can send a trade to buy low on them because their value was low at that point. Sell high, pretty much somebody that has a great week that you know is not going to do that consistently. We know they're going to fall off or whatever. You want to sell them for the highest price that you can possibly get for them at that time. That's what sell high is. So we're going to get into one buy low.
Tyler Locket.
Okay. Nah, I don't know about all that.
I mean,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You say your man had 4 catches? 2 touchdowns?
Hey, don't do
Not
that.
sustainable.
That's a sell high right
That is
there.
not
If you ever knew
sustainable,
what.
bro.
Yeah.
That is not sustainable.
We're going to start with the buy lows, though. First one on the list, we can all touch on this, Mr. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes.
He's a buy low candidate right now. You know, coming off of that week, how many yards did he go for? How many carries did he even get? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it was.
he was going against
He
was going against a really good defensive front. I'll give him that. But right now, you might catch one of the owners that own Ezekiel Elliott sleeping. he may be able to come up and get him for a decent price right now. But definitely after this week, when he goes against the Chargers, that stock's gonna rise. So if you would like, just throw it out there, CH.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Who's trading?
What do you mean,
Steven, people trade after week 1.
People do trade off
Like
you.
Exactly.
I know you've been reaching out. We know.
I know you've been reaching out.
You've
for
been
Zeke.
reaching out, man.
Come on,
Like,
man.
it may not be with me. It may not be with Sean or John, but you've been reaching out, man.
Now
We
you
know-
have people
Kylie.
that's concerned and they're trying to
Kylie.
trade Zeke right now.
Kylie, we
I'm
know
trying
you
to tell
pulled
you.
the trigger and like, hey, you want this guy for my defense? Yeah. Like, we know, or something, bro. Go ahead, bro. Like, nah, Kylie.
I mean, CH, what you doing? You trading? You trading Zeke?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be thinking about it. I don't know.
Right now, the
I'll be
value
taking
is
trade
there.
offers
I was
because
gonna send
Tony
Swift.
Pollard.
I was gonna send CH Swift for Zeke.
Tony Pollard looks more explosive when he's in the game than Zeke.
I was scared. I was like, nah, I can't do it.
I mean, Steven, it's buy low. I mean, he had a bad week. That's what people do. Like, people get panicked. Like, you might not be panicked, but people do. And they're like, I need to get this guy out. But Zeke, I would be trying to sell Zeke if I had. I'm not gonna lie.
Especially if you're a guy that has.
I will
Zeke.
wait for a week. I'll wait for a week for him to do good though.
Yeah, but then it's all about okay.
I didn't like Zeke last year. I don't like him this year. I don't know.
But like I said, it all depends on your team too as well.
Tony Pollard looks
you may
better.
need that.
He looks better.
Yeah. Let's say if you have Zeke as your starting running back, and then you had drafted Gus Edwards or something like that, and you may need to make a move. And you could be pressured to do that after week 1. You know what I'm saying? Situations like that. So yeah, not everybody's going to trade Zeke. We know that, but for certain situations, certain teams may be pressured to do so. But he's definitely a buy low player this week. Next person on our list is Mr. Julio Jones. And I guess I'll let Tweez touch on this one because this was Tweez.
So I told y'all last week, man, don't believe the hype with Julio Jones. But there's gonna be better weeks for Julio. Like 1,000%. It's gonna be better weeks for Julio.
Tennessee look bad.
Yeah. As a whole, Tennessee look bad as a whole. But I think that there's gonna be better weeks ahead for Julio. Julio, he didn't look like he was involved. Like I felt like it looked like he was kind of throwing everything off. I feel like they got to get back to it. Coach made some comments about him and his personal foul last week, just dumb shit, get the team in trouble. You know,
Yeah, he was
stuff
mad.
like that. Yeah, like Mike was kind of blown out there. Mike Vrabel was the head coach of the Tennessee Titans, to let y'all know. But he looked kind of blown out there. But in regards to Julio, I just don't know if he's gonna stay healthy the whole year. It's going to be tough to keep him in your lineups, but he's going to have those weeks where he's Julio Jones. Like, you must respect Julio Jones. But I just don't see it with A.J. Brown and Derrick Henry out there, Ryan Tannehill. It's kind of throwing off. It's kind of like adding a piece to something that was already good.
Exactly.
But it's tough. Like, I mean, it's tough. I said in the preseason, I thought Derrick Henry was going to rush for 2,500 yards. Like, I mean, I thought he was going to run for 2,200 yards. 2,200 or something like that. I said something crazy. I mean, I'm on record saying that dumb shit, but I would definitely take it back. From what I seen week 1, it just didn't look like Julio was really involved out there. I thought that he needs more time. He needs more time. He was hurt most of the training camp. He wasn't out there really catching passes from Ryan Tannehill. So I feel like Julio Jones is just. I feel like you should sell him right now. You should sell him. You should buy him. You definitely should. You should buy him low. If you can sell him high. You can sell his name high. I just don't see it for Julio this year. I see like top 25 wide receiver, but it's Julio Jones. You drafted him to be like a high end wide receiver 2, low end wide receiver 1. Like it off of his name. So
yeah, then you think of guys. You think of guys that went in our draft. Like, didn't Thielen go after Julio?
Probably so.
Yeah,
Like,
because I was one of those guys.
Whoever passed on Julio, whoever passed on my man Adam Thielen, thank you. That's all I'm gonna say.
So definitely, but like you said, he could possibly next week he could be a sell high if he has a good week. Week 2. I mean,
Chandler Jones was getting at him, but yeah, like you said, you can buy him now and then sell him high after.
Yeah.
He produces one week.
Yeah.
That's the type player. Like, his name rings bells. His name will sell him alone. So right now, try to buy Julio and then try to sell him high. Because if he has a big week, he's gonna be on the sell high list. Like,
yep, you already know.
So
already know. Next person, Mr. Najee Harris, running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a lot of people, I mean, he had a bad week, but he went against a good defense in the Buffalo Bills. So I'm not gonna hold that against him. But some people out there may be thinking, all right, the young guy, I mean, he had a bad week. He may not be able to get it done throughout the rest of the season. But I mean, I'm not that person. I still believe in Najee. I think that was just a bad week, but certain people may not, and they may be willing to sell him. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would reach out to some Najee.
We
Harris
know that,
owners.
Steven. Let us say that.
I'll repeat that every.
We know that.
Right.
I was gonna say that, but you know.
All right, whatever. But Najee, he's definitely a candidate for a buy low. He's gonna have a great year. Could end up ultimately, you know, I think he could finish as a top 5 running back. That's just my opinion.
Overall,
I truly believe that. So if you can buy him low, it'll definitely be a great investment.
Why are you so big on Najee Harris?
I love Najee.
Pittsburgh
man.
like to throw the. They got
Do you
3
know
wide
who the top
receivers.
5 running backs are?
They like to throw the football.
Like,
I
here's the
love Najee, man.
Chris McCaffrey. Chris McCaffrey, did he score?
He didn't.
Chris McCaffrey didn't score and put up like 27 PPR. That's crazy. So, that's what I'm saying. That's one. That's automatic one. That's a one. That's a one. Alvin Kamara scored 1 time. Had got the ball like 15 times. That's 2.
All right.
Dalvin Cook scored 1 time. Got the ball like 17 times or something like that. Like
he had 20
these
carries.
guys. Najee.
Yes,
I'll give
Najee
you.
for
I'll
no
give you-
CA.
I'll
Stop
give you-
it.
I'll give you Gibson and Eckler. Before that, like it's just
Najee's gonna be better than
it's
both
just-
of those
no,
guys.
bro.
It's gonna be
No,
better
bro.
weeks for Najee,
No,
but
bro.
top
No, bro.
5, no, that's
Nah,
pushing it.
not top 5.
I don't see
It's
it.
one bad
Because
week.
the thing
Oh,
about
still getting adjusted.
Derrick Henry. He finishes above Derrick Henry.
What goes up must come down.
Oh my
But
god!
What goes up
But
must.
the thing
come
about
down.
Najee Harris in the Pittsburgh Steelers are a pass first team now.
Yeah, man.
But
They have
they want to go back to the
Deontay
run. That's why-
Johnson,
How many
Chase
carries did he get?
Claypool,
How many
and
carries did he get?
Juju. Like they
I
like
hear
to throw the football.
I hear what you're
I don't
saying.
know.
I hear what y'all are saying, but
I think he had
them
17
drafting
carries.
him
I
in
mean,
the
he had
first
carries.
round, they want to get back to running the football. They got away from that last year.
Everybody,
And Pittsburgh is known really to be a running team. Other than last year, they
Yeah.
run the football.
nah, I agree,
And they want to get back to that. I
but-
mean, the matchup just wasn't there this week. It's a rookie going in his first week.
yeah,
I feel
and
like
Pittsburgh
he
have a
bounced
bad line, but Pittsburgh wants to throw the football, and everyone's picturing Le'Veon Bell when they see Najee Harris. It's not going to happen, bro. It's not.
That's why I'll be like,
It's
dog.
not going to happen. Back
Like,
then, they were a
Pittsburgh,
different style of
Like,
team.
fuck no, bro.
They were a
Come
different style of team.
We can all agree that Levy was a product of the offense. I
No,
mean,
you can't. You
I
can't.
mean,
say
I'm
that.
not. He was
took-
talented.
He took
He
a
was
year off.
talented,
He took a
bro.
year off from football.
He was
But
talented.
we're not gonna get into that.
I'm not just going to say
We're
we're
not,
about
we're
it.
not gonna do the Levy thing. We're not gonna do the Levy thing.
No, we're
Nah.
not saying Najee can catch. He's a great pass catcher.
yes, he can. I mean, he's
But
not.
is
He's
Big
not
Ben going to
a speed guy.
throw the
but
ball?
he
No,
can
Big Ben
make-
is looking down the field for his other pass catchers, like the real ones down the field.
Like
That's what
Beyonce
Big Ben likes to do.
Johnson.
He likes to throw the ball
I
down
know
the
that.
field.
Like Deontay.
But
Like Juju.
Najee's still gonna get his. Najee's still gonna get his.
Chase, like
He's a buy low for me. I mean, I see if you can get him low, get him low. This is gonna be the lowest he's ever gonna be. He's never gonna have a week like this again in fantasy for the rest of the season.
I was gonna say Washington. I forgot all about Claypool. I forgot all
they
about
got
Claypool.
guys out there in the
Yeah,
receiver.
they have
like,
guys.
All right, we gonna go to our next the next buy low. We're gonna try to move through this quickly. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. I'm done with Clyde Edwards-Hilaire, man. I'm done with him.
It's
One of the
personal,
reasons-
it's personal.
One of the
It's
reasons
definitely
why
personal.
I
personal,
had
it's
a
personal.
bad year last year was because of Clyde. You know, drafted him in the first round. He was overhyped by the 4-letter networks. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you do understand the players you have on this list. You project them to do well.
Yeah, I am, but I'm still going to talk my shit about Clyde Edwards-Hilaire. He's a buy low right now for a reason.
So you think he's gonna do well?
I think he's going to have his games, and you can get him for a low price right now,
Okay.
which could be value. Not saying that you can buy him low and he's going to just ball out. I'm not saying that.
RB what though?
22.
That's not that ain't. That ain't
Like,
okay. What would you give up? What would you give up for Edwards-Hilaire?
I would give
A wide receiver
Personally.
too.
Personally, like who?
wide receivers. No, I wouldn't give him no.
Exactly, like a
Thielen.
Thielen.
No, but
I mean, I personally wouldn't, but if you need a running back, yeah.
I would give up a Julio. Julio. Maybe a T Higgins.
You would not.
I mean, I can see
choose-
running back 18 for sure.
T
for
Higgins.
Clyde.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah, like a T.
Robbie Anderson. Maybe. You know,
Jamar
Julio
Chase.
is
Jamar
just-
Chase. I don't know about that, but
no.
I'm
we
just
looking,
saying.
we looking around that, and maybe a Claypool. Claypool possibly.
I don't know.
But he's a buy
Like,
low. He's saying
yeah.
you can buy him low for like a.
You can buy him. You can buy him low. I'm not saying that you're gonna buy him low and he's gonna just pop off and be great. No, I just feel like he's not. I mean, and it's just a damn shame to me because Andy Reid, he produces great running backs, and I'm just, why is Clyde not doing what I see the Brian Westbrooks do? Why is he not doing what Kareem
LaShawn
Hunt is
McCoy.
doing?
LaShawn
LaShawn
McCoy.
McCoy. Why am I not seeing that out of Clyde?
The one thing I will say, I agree with DeBarlo. The reason why I agree with DeBarlo is because he played a good defense. A lot of people think that because the score was a high scoring game. One is the Chiefs. At one point they were down by 12. It was like 22-10.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Game script wasn't.
Yeah,
for
it was
him.
like 22-10 or something like that. Like the Browns defense is slept on heavily.
Yeah.
Like with Ward.
So
Garrett,
I dropped them.
Clowney.
Now they got Houston this week.
Yeah,
And that was a
and you said that though.
that was a terrible
you said that
move.
though. You said it like I got
Terrible
the Browns
move.
in there. I gotta drop them. And you was like, oh, they got Houston next week.
Terrible
And then you
move,
let them go.
bro.
But
Terrible.
but
I don't know what I was
it's
saying. Now I'm
yeah,
looking
and
for
CH
defense.
CH made the rightful scoop.
Now I'm looking
But,
for defense.
I think that there's gonna be better days for him. I think they're gonna be in the red zone a lot, as they are. I think that he's gonna capitalize on the opportunities this year. I don't know who the backup running back is for them.
But for me, I feel like
he's
yeah,
getting a ton of carries. He's getting a ton of carries. He was getting
robbed.
He was getting the ball a lot.
yeah, but
He
the
was getting
goal line,
ball a lot to
carries,
keep me scared. in the
goal
game,
line
you know,
carries.
like-
He hasn't shown me yet that he can finish on the goal line. And then when the red zone, we already know who's Kelsey's going to be the one targeted. Possibly Tyreek Hill. I mean, I just need to see more out of him, man. And I wasn't willing to draft him this year, especially. I mean, his ADP lined up better this year than it did last year.
Right.
So I mean, if you got him in the second round, late second, mid second, I mean, yeah, I mean he's solid, but I just need to see more out of him, man. I mean, but he's a buy low this week.
I completely agree.
Buy low. We saw everybody go off this week. Tyreek, Kelsey, but where was Clyde? You know what I'm saying? That's like that. That's my
Like
that,
even on a screen, like does he even
you
get
know,
screens?
I mean,
Yeah,
so
that's what's missing. Like the simple
is he
game.
getting the screen
the
back?
simple
Like
game.
what's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I
Yeah.
saw DeAndre Swift get the screen, I was like, oh, okay, he's getting
Yeah.
screens. But then you think like, why isn't someone like Clyde Edwards-Hilaire getting a screen?
Because after week 1 of last year, I thought Clyde was the guy.
yeah,
I thought he was
Eating. I was like, oh,
RB.
I did
like,
too,
oh,
bro.
you might have missed out.
I did too.
You might have loped it out. Like John might have got the pick of the draft.
Exactly.
Like, he said like 10
But
last year.
nah.
But regardless, I mean, it was what it was. I feel like it's better days ahead for him.
Yeah.
All right,
And, the next one is who? Javonte Williams.
Javonte
You
Williams.
want to touch on this, man?
I mean, I'll touch on Javonte Williams.
Buy low.
Buy
Yep.
low. I mean, I would buy him low because I think once the season like progresses, I feel like Melvin Gordon is going to get less.
I don't
I don't know. I don't know.
Javonte
I
Williams.
mean, Melvin Gordon
don't
ran.
like
He had a 70-yard touchdown.
70-yard carry. He's still there.
But I still feel
Like, Melvin
I still
Gordon
feel
is slept on.
I still feel like Javonte Williams is going to take over that job.
feel like he's hype. He's hype. And not that
No,
he's
I agree.
hype.
I agree. I don't know.
Not that he's hype. I mean, he's there. But
I think he finished with
Melvin
more carries.
Gordon is there. Like Melvin Gordon is like, I'm gonna let this young nigga take my shit. Like, you know, like how did that feel? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, how
yeah.
did that feel? How did that feel? It's the same way when you think of like Zeke. When you think of Zeke, people like Tony Powell look good. You're like, this nigga Tony Powell. I'm like, what? Nigga, I let the league rest for 3 years. Nigga. Like, I care about this nigga. Like, I make $90 million. Like, I'm getting the ball. Like, regardless, I just don't feel like
Melvin
I feel
ain't worth no
this
$90
year,
million.
I mean, they
though.
drafted him early for a reason. They probably drafted him early to push Melvin. I don't think that he takes the job from Melvin. I think it's Melvin Gordon's job to lose. He's going to be there, but I think the big play guy is Melvin Gordon. I wouldn't buy low for Javonte Williams because I don't think he's going to do anything.
But the value is low right now.
I mean, what do you
People
want him to
see
do?
what Melvin did and say it could be thinking the way that you
If you
thinking.
give up players for somebody, you're going to start that guy.
Nah, but give up who? Like you can give up.
Yeah,
maybe
I can
like
give up.
a bench player. Maybe I can give up like if Will Fuller goes off this week. Give up like a Will Fuller.
Are you gonna start Javonte Williams?
No, but I'm gonna hold him
For what?
because I feel like he's
That's
gonna
what
be
I'm
the
saying,
guy
like,
later in the season.
For what? He's not.
I feel like he is.
Like he's not gonna be the guy. He's not gonna be the guy.
I mean,
he's
people
not-
do,
he's not gonna
people
be the
do
guy.
sleep on Melvin Gordon.
Yeah,
He's
let's see-
healthy, obviously.
But let's say you own Melvin Gordon and you maybe want to get Javonte Williams right now.
That's something different. That's
All right.
something different. But as far as you want this guy to be your RB2, nah.
I mean,
You want this
maybe-
guy to be your flex.
and
If this
Melvin Gordon
guy-
has
you want this guy
injury
to be your
issues.
flex
Also,
option?
you gotta remember that.
Nah, man.
Melvin Gordon has injury issues. Like,
Yeah, but he ain't showed nothing week 1.
I mean, week 1.
I mean,
That's
week
why
one.
you buy him
They-
low. That's why you
They
buy him
drafted-
low.
They
see?
drafted
That's
Javonte
true,
for a
but
reason.
That's why
Okay.
you buy him low.
I think
We're not
Melvin
saying like
Gordon-
he's going to be like a running back 5, but
Melvin Gordon finished as a top 15 running back last
no.
year.
Oh,
Yeah, he did. We
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
bet and I lost.
yeah.
1,000%. Yeah. You're right, Toine. You're right. Yeah, Twitch. You're right. But like,
Well, for them to draft Javonte Williams obviously
Talk about
means that
top
they
15
don't truly believe that they want to move away from him. I mean, so now he's got to uphold, he got to keep doing what he's doing to keep his job. And I feel like later on in the year, we see these young rookies year in, year out, towards the end of the year start getting work for some reason. We've seen this in years past.
He's going to get his chance.
Javonte is going to get his chance down the stretch. Now, is he going to help you right now? No, but the buy low, you can get him. That's probably one of the lowest buy lows you can get, hit the price as far as price right now.
You get him low.
Just off of what
You get
Melvin
him low.
Gordon did
what
this week.
you want him to do for you? Like, what you gonna give up? I wouldn't give up Will Fuller. If Will Fuller went off, there's more chance.
I mean, but for me, that's different because I feel like I have exactly
because you have depth at that
It,
position.
it all depends
Right.
on who you have. Like,
That's-
you know what I
that's
mean?
true. That's true. But I just don't feel like.
But I'm
I
gonna
don't
say this
feel
here:
like, nah.
Will Fuller, don't sleep
All right.
right now. Don't sleep.
Mm.
You see what Jaylen Waddle did? That's gonna be Will Fuller.
Yeah, Will Fuller didn't go to Alabama.
If Tua can give him a rock.
Don't do Will Fuller like that.
He didn't go to Alabama.
All what?
though.
And I've been saying this for years.
He go to
All Will
Alabama.
Fuller does is score touchdowns.
Yeah, Will Fuller go to Alabama.
All Will Fuller
Nah.
does is score touchdowns. I've
Will
been saying
Fuller
that
go to
for
Alabama.
years.
Yeah, Will Fuller go to
Let's
Alabama.
move to the what are we going
All right,
to?
we're gonna get it.
Go
We're gonna get
Alabama,
into the
nigga.
sales, y'all. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead and watch the sales.
Those niggas produce. I don't care. I don't care who it is. Outside of Trent Richardson. All those niggas produce.
Look at number one sell high.
Number one on our list, Mr.
I like Brandon. I like
Oh,
Brandon Cooks.
my
sell high.
God.
Melvin Gordon had
Oh,
an,
look who's
in-
number 3. Running back Devo Samuel.
an inflated.
Running back Sterling
inflated
Shepard also. And
week.
running back Rob Gronkowski. Oh, my God. Oh, I had to touch on it, man. Our viewers had to know that this is a mistake. It's going to happen, man. But, we get it together.
ESPN does it too. Don't
Yeah, they do it
it.
But yeah, Melvin Gordon.
You gotta catch it.
Melvin Gordon with that long run, that inflated his numbers. You know what I'm saying?
11 for 101 after 70 yards.
Yeah,
So
hey, that inflated.
that means he had 30 yards before that.
Hold on.
That what?
Yeah, 40 yards on 10 carries.
No,
40
30.
yards carries.
And that run inflated the
Nah,
numbers.
yeah,
you know?
you said 101?
101.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a 70-yard touch.
11
11 carries. Like, I mean, it's
but-
it's good to see that he can still go for 70 yards though. That's not easy to do in the NFL.
Look at that stat, though.
You know
Look
what
at
I mean?
CJ's stat. I'll take that. 8 touchdowns in the last 5 years?
Yeah, he does score touchdowns too.
He
But-
does.
Is he going to stay healthy throughout 17 weeks?
Hey, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? But
Who knows?
I mean, I would sell Melvin Gordon high right now too.
yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna
this is
mean,
going to be
yeah.
one of his biggest weeks that he has of the season.
Exactly.
Yeah, I ship him.
Yeah,
But-
to ship him right now, this might be the highest his value may be all season long. So if you can get him right now, I mean, if you can sell him and get him off and get some quality guys, you may need a spot at wide receiver,
Tight end.
tight end. This would be the week to go ahead and get rid of Melvin. You know what I'm saying? Because next week, I mean, like I said, I'm still a believer in Javonte. That's one reason why I had him on the sell high. And I think Javonte is going to eventually get into his carry. So I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I mean,
I think Javonte had more carries than Melvin Gordon.
he
man.
may have had more
can't-
carries.
let
I
me
mean,
look
but
at it.
11 carries though. I mean, that's not bell cow running back carries right there.
None of them
You
are
know
bell
what
cows.
I'm
though.
saying?
There's 2 backs there.
Yeah, but I mean,
DeAndre Swift had like 11 carries. You could have put him on there.
nah, I couldn't put. Yeah, he can't put Swift.
He's coming off an injury. He's going to get more. He's going to get more work.
about?
as the season. He's going to get more work.
I mean, Jamal Williams is solid over there too. So I mean, you right. It
Jamal
could.
Williams is solid as shit. He had more points than DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. So I mean, you could put him on
I
that.
hate that guy. I wish he wasn't there. I do. I hate him.
Oh man, but we'll go into the next player. Next player, we have
Brandon
Cooks. Brandon Cooks surprised me, man. I mean, he is the number one over there. So I mean, he went for like 101 or something like that. And
No, 101.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 140.
Yeah, 140.
Yeah, he was blowing me. He was catching everything out there for Tyrod.
Then Sean, you need to speak on this. Then
like Brandon Cooks was out there. Every time I check my phone, it's like Brandon Cooks another 40-yard catch. It's never like a 10-yard catch.
Yeah,
it's always
never.
a 40-yard catch.
Yeah, it's always a stinger.
And I'm like,
it's always like when you see the points, you're like,
I'm like, when is this guy going to slow down? I'm just happy he didn't score a touchdown. That's it.
Thanks.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
But he was going ballistic. So yes, I would sell Brandon Cooks high because they're not going to do that every week. Like he's not just going to be out there catching 40, 50-yard catches. Who they play this week?
Mm.
They play Cleveland.
They played Cleveland.
So you're gonna see a lot of Jimmy Ward out there.
Yeah,
No. Who they play last week?
They played
They
Jacksonville.
Jags.
Oh, they play Jacksonville. They're not going to play Jacksonville every week. Okay.
They play
So-
Jacksonville twice though.
If you can sell Brandon Cooks high, sell him right now because he's not going to do that. He's going to have a couple good games this season, but sell him now, right now. Package him with a running back or something. Try to get you a wide receiver 2. You know what I mean? Or running back 2. Sell him. Brandon Cooks he's a good player. I'm not even gonna lie. Wherever Brandon Cooks go, he gives you 1,000 yards receiving. Like
he does.
he's solid.
He does.
He's gonna have good games. He's gonna have big games, but he's not gonna be consistent. So I would sell him high right now.
We're gonna go to the next one, and this is one we already know. We talked about Devo earlier, but he's a
Y'all doing my man
he's a
Devo.
sell high candidate.
He is
for
because
me.
when Brandon Ayuk comes back, it's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, it's not
So
gonna
I
be
would
the
sell him high,
same.
too.
And I wouldn't say right now as far as the receiving yards, but he went for like 180 something, 190 something like that.
189.
Yeah, so I mean, right? He finished as the top 5 receiver in week 1.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
He's not gonna continue.
189
He's not gonna keep that up. He's not gonna continue to do that throughout the season. So
damn near 200 yards.
Just with the yards alone.
yeah.
Yeah.
18.9.
Is Devo gonna go for 189?
Yeah.
Is he gonna go for 189 and a touch again this year? Or likely not. He's not gonna do that again. But this would be the highest you can get him. I mean, this would be the highest I think his stake will be right now. So if you can get him, sell high, or you can sell high on him right now and get a solid receiver. Maybe you can get a Thielen or a Locket, somebody a decent number 1 receiver. I mean, you can or a running back you may need.
Yeah, you have to trade it because nobody gonna trade wide receiver with Devo Samuel.
Yeah, I mean,
so you gotta try to get maybe a package deal. Try to get a running back 2,
Mhm.
low end running back 1.
You get a
know
Thielen
what I mean?
or a Locket, invite me to your league. Invite me tomorrow.
But yeah.
Like,
all right, I over exaggerated that one. I
I'm
over
playing
exaggerated that one.
But
All right.
I would try to sell
Nah,
Devo
I
high
feel you,
too.
I feel you.
I
Yeah,
agree with that.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna reach.
Anybody that blows up like that,
There's-
like
there's
that, you don't
players
think
out
is gonna
there.
do it all year,
Right.
the Devo Samuel, because
Yeah, there's players
Ayuk
out
is
there
gonna
that's
be back
Yeah.
sooner than later.
He's gonna be
So
out there.
Yeah, for
yes,
sure.
I agree with that.
All right, to the next sale, Sterling Shepard, and he didn't get much. I mean, he didn't get much love going into the year. I mean, there was a lot of talk about
No.
Galladay.
Yeah.
People were even talking about Slayton over
Exactly.
Shepard. You know what I mean?
It's funny
And
'cause I found out about him today. I didn't know nothing about.
but he had
Sterling Shepard did.
20.8 fantasy
He wearing that
points.
number 3 out there too. Look,
Yeah, he looked good in that number. Sterling looked good at number 3. Now he look
He gonna die.
yeah, he
Yeah,
played
good
he
luck.
played well, man, and this would be a high. I think he's going to be consistent throughout the season. I mean, he's not going to do what he did what he did this week, but he could be a solid player. I mean, I would sell high on him still. The value is up there, so definitely if you can get a Sterling Shepard, make that move. I mean, Giants are going to be down a lot this year, so they're going to be throwing the rock. It's just who they throwing it to. Saquon's going to get involved in that.
Yeah, it's too many mouths to
They're
feed
going to
over
be
there.
get involved in that. They have a bad offensive line.
Hell no, Sterling Shepard not roster. Probably now after
He's on my
after
team.
waivers.
What you mean? He's on my team
Yeah.
already on the bench.
Oh, you already had him.
I already
before.
have. I've been at Sterling.
Oh, okay,
Shepard.
okay.
So I mean,
Our league different though.
yeah, our league is different.
Like most of the time in our league, you go to waivers and look for a player. He's already on somebody's
Nigga's
line.
gone.
Like, you already
Nigga's
like
gone.
before the waivers, he's on somebody's team.
Like, it was nice, man. You try.
People be Houdini and they
You
already
type-
know,
you
like,
type-
oh, he's
Type in somebody's name and be like 124.
like,
nah, like, how?
124 Reeves is always got
No, how? Like, how?
He picked up Tyson Williams early.
Yeah,
Like,
what the fuck? Like, how is this guy? But, and it'd be like Tuesday before the news
Exactly,
broke.
exactly.
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 the
People
fuck?
you just know. You just got that feeling. Like when
But-
you play fantasy and you're just always on it, you know.
So we
Like,
play for that bread.
exactly.
I bumped that up.
All right, our
We do
last one, the
250
last
next year, for
sell
sure.
high is going to be Rob Gronkowski. I'm selling high on him. I'm selling him now. What
Hold
he
on.
did
With Gronk, I might wait this week. They play Atlanta.
Man.
Let him do it again, and
Let
he's
him
gonna
do
be
it
even higher.
Goddard got one against Atlanta. So I think that
Nah. Gronk's definitely gonna score this week. 100%. So I would sell Gronk after
Tom.
week 2.
After week 2,
After week
All
2,
right.
because his value is about to go stupid high after this week.
yeah, I was surprised. I thought they would have Braden involved a
He's
little bit.
tight
more.
end 1 right now.
Where's
He's ahead of
Braden
Kelsey.
and
Tight end
old
1.
OJ Howard at? I don't know. I mean,
I know.
Monty
I ain't
took
seen
over
none.
I
I
don't-
didn't
I
see
don't-
none of that.
I didn't see.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, before you mentioned OJ Howard's name, that man was on the team. Like gonna lie, man.
It was all Gronk out there for real.
It was though.
Yeah, but Gronk. I mean,
yeah,
y'all
you
right.
can sell him high.
You can sell him- You can sell him high this week, or you can sell him high next week. He
Yeah.
definitely should get in the end zone. If he's out there like he was this week, yeah, he's gonna do work for sure. So you could wait and see if you can sell him higher after next week, or you can get him out the way now. I mean,
But if you
up to
took Gronk, like in our league, Gronk went late.
yeah,
I'm gonna say this right now. I took both of my tight ends over Gronk, and I feel stupid. I was like Gronk. I was like, I ain't gonna take Gronk for his name. But yeah, I feel dumb because
I would have put up like 160.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then I have him this week feeling confident.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I was stupid. Terrible.
All
move.
right,
I had a
that-
lot of bad moves in this draft. I'm not even gonna lie.
All right, that wraps up
I picked
The
Hunt.
buy
It was
lows,
fucking
sell
Tom.
highs,
Tom
and that
Watkins.
also wraps up the
I'm
show
telling you,
for the
good
week.
pick.
Now, guys, we got our premium episode as well that we shoot on Thursdays. If you want to be a part of that, you want to watch that, you guys can go to ItsNation.tv. ItsNation.tv. Subscribe to that. It'll give you the details, all that great stuff. And you can have us for an extra episode on Thursdays. And like we said before, our IG, it's The Fantasy with SJT. Once again, The Fantasy with SJT. Hit our DMs if you have any questions. Even under the video, the live stream on Facebook, you can hit the comment section with any questions that you may have about your league or your matchups or whatever, and we'll get back to you guys and answer your questions. All right, but that wraps up the show, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Hold on. Merch. Hey, merch is coming, Steven. Merch coming soon. Merch coming soon for sure.
Yep.
And people, you don't want to subscribe to our premium. You need to. Because y'all need help with your lineups. Because the stuff I hear y'all talk about fantasy football, y'all sound bad out there.
Ridiculous.
You sound bad. You're not good at fantasy football. A lot of you. I'm going to tell you that now. So you need to subscribe to the premium, man, because y'all need to get the information and set your lineups accordingly. Okay?
And it ain't much. Come on, y'all. Y'all, what y'all gonna pay for daggone subscription? It's gonna. I mean, you can go to McDonald's with that.
What'd you say? It's
Go to
25
McDonald's.
cents.
It's less than $1 a day.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
no, it's less
So,
than $1 a day.
Like you
Like,
support
less than $1 a day.
you
Come
support the work behind the scenes. You support
You buy your
us.
extracurriculars.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna say your extracurriculars it's 20 a day. So like I'm gonna just say
At least.
like at least 20 a day for your extracurriculars. So you can definitely subscribe and donate less than $1 a day.
I'm not gonna lie, because some people I talk to fantasy football about, and they're like, like the guy in one of our
Should I grab
leagues,
Sammy
he
Watkins?
started Latavius. He started Latavius Murray over Tyson Williams.
Oh my god!
Like,
Wait, we might have paid it off last week.
Who?
Might have paid it off last week.
who?
Wait, did he start him last week or this week?
No, he started him this week.
Oh no, that's
He started Latavius
who are your
Murray
options?
over Tyson
You
Williams.
have Latavius Murray in there. Like,
He had Tyson Williams on the bench. So you need to watch the show. A lot of people need to watch the show. You know what I mean? Yeah, I caught it. Like,
Mhm.
watch the show. We give
Yeah,
great
man.
advice, man. Like, for real.
We hit on these.
We hit on
Mhm.
these picks. So,
Hit on these
do what
picks.
you do, though. Do what you do, little dad.
But you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do.
Subscribe.
You know what you need to do. Subscribe.
Hey,
You know, support the channel. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure.
and we gonna give y'all great content. We giving y'all great content. You know what I'm saying? Support us. And that wraps it up.
Appreciate you, Kylie. One love.
Yeah, Kylie, you here every week with us. You know,
Yeah,
you one of our
You
ride
the
or
real
dies.
MVP. You the real
You're a
MVP.
lifer. You're a Reezy lifer. I don't know where you at, Reezy, but you're a lifer.
He must be doing something important.
Sure.
But all right, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week. And if you get the premium, we'll see y'all tomorrow. So deuces, one love, wear your mask. I took your part.
Stay safe.